Burns. My tongue burns. My mouth burns. My lip burns.
Donuts, to replace the cashiers that are there.
Yo,
you can
birds.
see the writing on the wall for a reduction in workforce, and I think that's the thing that we're looking out for. They've already installed QR codes on the table, and we are worried that the next step is a tablet. Next step could even be a robot one day, and we need to be able to have a say in the workplace.
If we allow automation in, it's just going to take customer service, away. It's going to take service out of customer service, and that's not what people want.
They hate workers. They hate us so much that they want to automate us away. They hate us more than they love their profits. I am an anarchist, so yeah, I do believe that hierarchies and places of power cause violence, and that's pretty much all they do.
You think that profit over people is going to last forever, or do you think that late-stage capitalism is just going to death spiral so hard that we have to ultimately kind of level the playing field and create a new society?
Well, some people have to get shot.
Developing news today out of New York City, where the CEO of United Healthcare was shot and killed in broad daylight. It's believed he was targeted, but it's unclear why.
I hope it's not me.
Yeah.
Did you know that every Thanksgiving, 75.9 million Americans use airports like Phoenix Sky Harbor to travel to go see family elsewhere in the world? It's crazy, right? It's a big week. But guess what? There's a lot of beef right now at the airport. You know why?
Hundreds of restaurants and concession employees on strike, planning to continue their protest tomorrow.
And because of this, restaurants and concessions will be shut down. The workers with HMS Host, a vendor operating many of the restaurants and coffee shops inside the terminals, say it's time for their demands to be met.
The workers say they want what most American workers want. That's the ability to keep food on
Job
their
security.
table and a roof over their heads.
Hell yeah,
Employees
man.
want better pay, healthcare, and retirement plans, especially after the pandemic.
It's just become very clear that we've gotten to a point where the things that we are asking for are falling on dead ears with the company, with HMS.
But HMS Host paints a different picture, claiming it's offering 12% raises and better benefits. And in a statement, says the strike, quote, serves to hurt the traveling public and the HMS Host associates who continue to work during this difficult time.
So, we're going to go to a protest, specifically a Phoenix Sky Harbor food service anti-automation protest. We're going to meet up with some Dunkin' Donuts employees that may or may not be being replaced by robots in the near future. And we want to ask some of the employees about how they feel robots pose an existential threat to the American working class.
My name is Winona Rue, and I work at the Dunkin' Donuts in Terminal 4. There's 2 kiosks, at the front. No one really uses them, but the way it works really sucks, and it's less efficient than just going up and ordering.
They don't even put the work into the kiosks that they need to have them operate properly, if at all.
It's making our job harder because there's all kinds of stuff in the system that we don't have, or that we do have that's not available, and the prices are wrong, and it just makes our job so much harder than just actually going to the table and talking to people ourselves.
They'll send an order through on the kiosk, and it'll just silently pop up on our screen. So we won't even, unless we're actively looking at it, we're not going to know about it. We're just sit around wondering why there's people in the lobby, and we're like, oh, there's a order. Yeah, it's really not efficient.
They're down more often than they are usable. They are not connected to any of our computers at Dunkin' Donuts, so we have no idea what anybody orders. And then they'll come up to us all angry with a receipt.
I have a roofing company. You work at Dunkin' Donuts. Who the fuck is being ignorant? I made $350,000 last year. I'm fucking ignorant.
It's frustrating on both ends. It's why is that even there?
I think they're just trying to squeeze every penny they can out of the entire experience, and to allow people to do it themselves just makes it quicker and easier for the company.
Do you feel like you enjoy your job?
No, I've worked customer service for 5 years. I don't enjoy this. I'm here for the paycheck. It would have been more profitable for them to agree to this contract, because they're really suffering now that we're out demonstrating like this during Thanksgiving.
This is the busiest travel time in the whole year, and we have to make a disruption in order for them to listen to us and for them to know that we're serious.
What kind of existential threat do you think automation poses to the workforce?
People want human interactions. As much as people want to say that, AI and automation is the way, people that come through the airport, they don't want to continue to serve themselves. They want to sit down and relax and not have to think about everything and allow somebody to take care of them.
As a server, I don't want to be relegated to a glorified food runner at the end of the day where, you know, the customer is doing my job, and that's not part of the experience that we want when we go out to eat. We actually want to be served.
We're emotional support humans for people that come through here sometimes, but I do like that I get to have a lot of interactions with a lot of really cool people.
I mean, the best part of my day is getting to talk with the guests, get to know them, see why they're traveling, where they're going to, joking around. Like, that's what people come into a full service experience for. If they didn't want that, they would just go and grab a sandwich and go sit by the gate. So I feel like they're taking that away in the name of profit.
Yo, what's up? Los Angeles, California, 9:30 a.m. I just went inside that Dunkin' Donuts right there, and I'm not gonna lie, there was in fact a kiosk. There was no human interaction happening. You had a counter dividing two classes of people, the working class and the consumer class, with no cross-verbal traffic at all. It was solitary, somewhat awkward, probably bad for the employees because they're understimulated, I think. But for me, I honestly kind of enjoyed it. Got to walk in there, headphones in, didn't have to talk to anybody about anything going on, and now look at it. I have a perfect
oat milk
infused 16-ounce Dunkin' Donuts coffee in my hand.
Oat milk is good.
But that's not why I'm out here filming this. What if I told you there's a service that we use before we go into the field to see how the
really?
media is covering both sides of the issue?
Oh yeah, is it on the ground?
And that service is called Ground News.
Ground News, yes.
You
yes.
in the business. And the only tool that I can think of today.
Ground News.
Let's use the topic of worker strikes for an example. So I have Ground News up on my phone right now, and it says a couple weeks ago in Canada, Channel 5. All right, guys.
Ground News, yes.
Despite the strong sentiments of these protesters, many Thanksgiving travelers are not opposed to AI and enjoy automated kiosks for their convenience, among other things. What do you think about automation and AI?
I think it's a great idea. It just seems to make it much more swift. Some of these, it just makes traveling so much easier. We thought it was pretty neat, you know.
Over here, they're protesting, saying that it's going to kind of take away jobs and stuff. What do you think about that?
Well, you can always look at it two ways, I think, because you're creating jobs on the other side, too. You know, someone's got to build the robots, someone's got to maintenance them, someone has to put the food on it somehow. It's back and forth, you know. You might lose one here, but you're going to gain another one here, I feel.
How do you feel about QR code menus?
Kind of bland to me.
Yeah,
it's mid, below grade.
Do you feel like automation poses an existential threat to the American working class?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Do you feel like automation poses an existential threat to the American working class?
No, not at all. If you work your ass off, if you work hard, then no, you shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Frankly, there's a lot of young kids right now who don't want to work, you know, and it's not that I want to automatically replace them, but I don't think it'll ever be like when I grew up.
I feel like nowadays, because of TikTok and stuff, all the kids want to be YouTubers and dancers and rappers. They don't want to be engineers and scientists and doctors anymore, and definitely not soldiers.
And definitely not carpenters or plumbers or whatever, which to me right now, I wish I was starting a job. I wouldn't mind starting out at $50 an hour. I think the kids, male, female, it doesn't make any difference.
$50? What is he talking about?
Just, you know, I want to just kind of do what I want. And they expect $20, $30 an hour to start. They want a new house right away. They want a new car, a new boat, a new Sea-Doo, whatever it is. And it's like, give me a break, dude, you know?
Are you pro-capitalism?
Yeah, I guess yeah. It's better than everything else we got, like being shoved in our face, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll take capitalism.
Are you optimistic about the future of American capitalism?
About that specifically, I'm not optimistic about that if it keeps continuing, no.
How come?
Well, because it's hard to live. I mean, I live in a studio, converted from a garage, two blocks down from my landlord's McMansion. Like that's how I live. That's pretty much, give or take, how I've been living for like 5 years. I've been getting a taste of the real world for like years. So like I don't know, like why do these people have to? Why do these people deserve anything better than what I have? You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
What are your passions outside of working here?
I mean, I do art, I guess. Yeah.
What kind of art?
I draw, I guess, yeah.
That's cool. Do you ever think about, like, you know, after this going into illustration or something like that?
No, that's fucking insane because like even in our current society we have as much, you know, like I'm not gonna have the opportunity, no.
Well, shit, you never know.
No.
Is there a possibility of promotion
never know.
in the Dunkin' Donuts
No.
corporate apparatus?
Well, I don't know why I'd want to do that. Then I would lose union protections.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't
55.
fuck with clusters. And 5 is the best number.
Who's freaking sound effects? I think they're not gonna get replaced. I think the automation eventually will replace them, but not in their lifetime. I think they're complaining for no reason about that part. What else do they say? Like the menu stuff, how the stuff the stuff is out of stock and stuff.
By
What
the
are they
game.
saying?
So I feel like they're taking that away in the name of profit.
Yo, what's up? Los Angeles, California.
Oh, come on, man.
Get to have a lot of
9:30.
interactions with a lot of really cool people.
Into a joke, taking that away in the name of profit.
Oh, and I don't like to talk to people at all. So I don't really know about social aspects. Just give me what I want so I can get out. Oh, my mouth's on fire. It's on fire.